If you have a low-end system with 2 GB RAM and you're thinking Free Fire OB49 won't run smoothly, then wait. Today's video could be a game changer for you. I brought a brand new emulator. It's a modded version of Bluestacks, but 10 times faster in performance. And the best part? I'll be testing the OB49 update live on this emulator myself. Later on, I'll also reveal the key mapping and game settings that will make your gameplay buttery smooth. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started. I have now come to the PC screen, and for this test, I'm using Atlas OS because if I were to use the original Windows 10 or 7, I would notice a significant difference in performance. So, if you want to install this OS, I've provided the link in the description. You can download it from there. First of all, you need to download the following zip file. The link is available on my website, where I've shared a direct MediaFire link so you can easily download it. Once the download is complete, you need to extract the zip file. Since the file size is quite large, it might take some time to extract. Once the extraction is complete, a setup for the emulator will appear in front of you. You need to launch it. After this, it will ask for a password, which I'm currently entering here. Then you will need to wait a few seconds, and the setup file will launch. After that, you will see an interface like this. Now click the Install button and the installation process will begin. Once the installation is complete, you'll see the Eagle X logo appear on your desktop. Go ahead and open it. So now our emulator has launched, and you might notice a bit of lag at this point. That's because I'm currently using a screen recorder. But don't worry, when I launch Free Fire, I'll disable the screen recorder so performance will be smoother. Now, if your emulator does not launch or shows an error, simply switch the OpenGL option to DirectX. Leave all the other settings as they are. They'll automatically adjust based on your system specs. After that, you'll find the download link for the Free Fire APK on my website. Go ahead and download that too. Once it's downloaded, just drag and drop the APK file into the emulator, like this, and the installation of Free Fire will begin. So now, the installation of Free Fire is complete. At this point, I will turn off the screen recorder and record the rest of the process using a hand cam, just so you guys experience as little lag as possible. Alright, let's go ahead and launch Free Fire now. As soon as you launch it, the key mapping will automatically enable, but if you want, you can fully customize it according to your own preferences. But before that, we need to tweak some in-game settings. If you skip this step, you might experience lag, because when you install Free Fire, it runs on Ultra settings by default. So first, pause all resource pack downloads. Then head over to the main settings menu and select the display option. Now set all the available options there to low for better performance. After that, go to the Match Info section and select the Customize HUD option. Next, set the key mapping to standard, and all your key mappings will be enabled automatically. So, I've completed all the settings, and now I'll simply start the match. The match has started, and as you can see, it's running very smoothly. The key mapping is also working really well. There are a few spots where you might notice some FPS drops, especially when a lot of players gather in one area. But overall, the performance is really impressive for such a lightweight setup. Overall, this emulator is pretty good, and you should definitely try it if you're thinking about playing Free Fire on your PC. And if this emulator doesn't work for you, then you can check out my other video where I played Free Fire on my 2 GB RAM system without any downloads. Just click on that video, and I'll see you there. Bye!